Hello, guys. Good morning, everyone. It's 1:27 in the morning of March 24th, 2021, and welcome to my channel. This is Miss JD for another episode of our daily stock market insights. Today, I'm going to cover how the market performed, particularly the index. At the same time, the most trending stocks in the market last 23rd of March. Okay, so let's treat this as a pre-open market discussion for our favorite stocks. Okay, if this is the first time you're watching my video, guys, I'm doing this every single day. I review the stocks that you are requesting and the highly traded ones. So feel free to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always updated whenever I have new videos. Okay, let's get started. Wow. So, well, not that significant increase in the price for our index, but the green candlestick that we have seen in today's market performance is starting to, give us some signs of hope and recovery in the market, right? So, looks like we are now establishing a support indeed at the 6,379 area. There you have it. So yesterday, day before yesterday, so we had the starting price at around 6,371. So we've established there. There was a gap down, and today that gap has been completely filled, and we ended with an engulfing candlestick. When I say engulfing candlestick, um, that really means that this one now has a higher price than the previous day's end of day price. So yesterday we ended at 6394. Today we ended at 6446. So that's a good sign. A lot of our stocks have shown green today. So let's try to cover each one, right? Especially these stocks over here. So, like what I mentioned before I go to that, like what I mentioned yesterday, I talked about bullish divergence, and I was measuring this. I was saying that while the price was moving downwards, our RSI now is starting to show some increase in the momentum. And true enough, it right away manifested in how the market performed today. So, but I'm just on the cautious side because I've witnessed several charts showing the same pattern, prices going down. RSI is already showing an uptrend, but it took several weeks, sometimes a month or two, to have that kind of view. So that's why there are other indicators. I still use support and resistance. I still use the candlestick patterns for me to arrive to a conclusion. Okay. So in this situation, the index is giving us a bullish divergence. Another hint is the candlestick that's engulfing the previous day's candlestick. So that's a good sign. Okay, so let's talk about Dito. Dito, very minimal movement, but at least we've got some foreign buying here, and looks like this is now just validating and strengthening the support at the area right here around 9 peso level. So, like what I mentioned yesterday and in the previous days, I'm still on the conservative side. Um, n- Not too aggressive in my outlook because, as you notice, the volume is still on the minimal movement. So, not much of a change in terms of volume over here. So, what we want to see is a sudden spike, hopefully a big volume that gets out of this cloud. That's our sign, because the cloud is the average of the volume in the past. I don't know, I don't have the, maybe in the past 20 days. Let me just see here. I think in the past 20 days. So Uh, but overall, if you're look at it, and you know what? Let me add our net foreign here, so we'll have a clear view. Okay, so this is the second day whereby foreign buying has been experienced. So hopefully we'll have more of that in the coming days. And another thing to watch out for, and this is really interesting because sometimes when your insiders are starting to accumulate volume, that could also be used as a trigger or a possible influencer of your decision. Because there was a time when uh, insider selling was experienced right here, and then a few days after, a sudden or a continuous breakdown in price have been experienced for several days, even up to now. Okay, APL is next. APL is showing us well some signs of recovery. We ended with a solid 10% 10% increase in the price. Good job for that. So this is really going to give us, hopefully, well, I'm seeing nice movement in the index. Hopefully, there will be a uh, continuation of this by tomorrow and in the coming days. And of course, the result of that is we will see some recoveries in our stocks as well. So APL here is really giving us some good move. We'll have to plot, okay? We should not neglect the facts, guys. I see a short term resistance very near, which is around the point 20 area. But I know a lot of you are holders and investors here. So something to take note of is the foreign buying that's observed today. So maybe our foreign investors are also starting to accumulate because this indeed has dropped significantly, right? As you can see, and there's still a lot of potential for the stock to continue moving higher. So just mark those key areas. The moment we break that and the moment we cross the MA20 line, that's a good sign. We're breaking the downtrend channel of this stock. Next is pure gold. Wow, this is a good sign, guys. Notice we are starting to trigger the upper Bollinger Band. And take note, we have been dropping for pure gold for several months now. Okay, so this could mean that we have already uh, changed. Yeah, we have changed the outlook of this stock. Looks like we are changing the direction, heading an upward trajectory this time. So what can I say? When is the next resistance? Right here. So if we broke out of the resistance over here, right? So I see a resistance right in this level, and we managed to break out of that. So chances are it will challenge the next resistance, which was your support previously. So the next possible resistance I'm looking at would be the 41 level. So let's try to mark that. But for now, I think this is a very, very good setup for our foreign, no, long-term investors. Okay, so those people who are showing interest in pure gold, I think investors are really going to find this very attractive. But if you want to trade this, I'd say yes, the direction could be, there could be continuation to the upside, but if you're trading it, I suggest use a faster time frame and plot key resistance areas in that time frame that you've chosen. BPI also showed some recovery, but we're still moving below the MA20 line. Therefore, your MA20 is currently acting as a resistance. So the key area to watch out for is 83 to 84 level. So I'm not saying we cannot break that, but I think the best confirmation is the moment we break out of the MA20 line, the moment we cross that level, probably ending higher than MA20, that's a good sign. Right now, my overall at a glance over here, this is moving sideways, as you can see. Nice for Ali. Ali, foreign selling is there, but there is a resistance over here. Let us see. Wow, but I'm thinking this is just a slight overshoot, right? This is the resistance. Do you see this? That's the resistance. And we ended much lower than that, and then we recovered just the same price. So one thing to watch out for probably should be tomorrow or March 24th market day. This could be a slight overshoot, or this could already mean that we broke the previous support, because this is the resistance. We could have made a support right here, but there was a slight overshoot. So we still have to observe, because if this rejects the 64.30 or 64 or 34.37, then this now could act as a resistance. So it's critical to see another green candlestick for us to just say, okay, it's just a slight overshoot, and indeed that is a support. So those are our conditions. Has to cross the 34.37 for us to say that indeed that's a support. URC, URC is still not safe. It's still a red. Yeah, this is still a red for me, but um, we might be okay. I'm still plotting a support at the 119.50 or 119.41 area. See that? That's a significant base, because when you check move backward to the left, you will see this. For several days, each time the price hits this level, there's a bounce that's happening. Look further to the left, you will see the same pattern. Further to the left, you will see the same behavior. So, with that, we're concluding that indeed this is an area to watch out for, because this now could be your support. Now, back to the present day. See that? It's trying to go or revisit that key level and test once again, and see if it's going to create a bounce in that level. So if that thing happens, if we touch once again the 119 level, 119.41 level, the next step that we're going to do is observe how our RSI is behaving. As you can see, touching it the second time around, this is the first point where we had that same price. This is the second one. If we are still much higher than the previous point, notice this one over here, see, it's just right there. And if we touch once again right here, and then we're much higher than the previous one, then that's a bullish divergence, meaning we could be bouncing or moving sideways in this key area, and then we go bounce. So those are our key observations. All right, guys, so these are the stocks I have reviewed. Let me just check one more time our comment section to just find out if we have requests. Well, done checking. Looks like we were able to cover everything. So yeah, this is already good. We were able to cover how many stocks today? Um, oops, one, two, three, four, five, six, six stocks in today's market review. Hopefully, one or two of these stocks are in your portfolio. So good luck to us, guys, later today. I hope we will see another green day for the Philippine market. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and I hope you share, hit the like, and click the subscribe button so we can start growing our channel. Thank you, and good night for now. Bye bye.